Okay, so what does Ho News have for us today? Well, it's got Leafeon V-Max. With... Oh, it's like just Leafeon V-Max with Zarude V, Galarian Zapdos, Crobat, Buzzmosa, Dedenne, Mew Bench Barrier, and Marshadow Resetting Hole. It's like all Leafeon all the time. ETB, MSRP. Yeah, the Pokemon Center ones are $50 because they come with more packs. But regular ETBs are $40. If you really want packs, like an ETB for $50 isn't the worst thing in the world. But typically special sets start at $50 and then regular sets are $40. So any thoughts on this Leafeon VMAX deck, chat? Let me bring the old chat up. 3 boxes for around 100 each. That's pretty good, because I didn't even get any Chilling Reign boxes outside of what TPCI sent me, because the typical person I get them from like barely got any allocated. Yeah, what's up, Chippers? So with Galar Mine, you do 240 for 2 energy, right? So on turn 1, you accelerate energy. Turn 1, your move is cap energy, out another Leafeon, and accelerate an energy with the ability. And then from there, you have back-to-back VMAXs ready to go. So I think it seems decent, but pre-rotation Chaotic Swell is scary. Even if you have Marshadow, Chaotic Swell is still scary. It's neat that it's not affected by Path to the Peak, really. And it has Galarian Zapdos for E-turn, but only 1 Aurora Energy, so maybe run a second Aurora Energy. The other Pokemon here are Zarude, Galarian Zapdos, Crobat, Buzzwole, Pheromosa Tag Team, Dedenne GX, Mew with Bench Barrier, and Marshadow. More Leafeon VMAX here with Moltres. Now, I have to say, chat, I know we've seen the Moltres splashed into ADPZ decks, and that one looks like a meme. But I love the splashability of some of these cards that we're seeing. I do like how deck building might possibly be able to go. Now, a lot of times things in the beginning look a lot better than they end up being, because then the metagame becomes more centralized. But the fact that Galarian Moltres allows you to easily tech in a dark Pokemon and a handful of dark energy that can kind of build itself up after a couple turns, I think is really nice. The same with Galarian Zapdos based on Aurora Energy, because Aurora Energy is in the format, you can just tech in 2 Aurora Energy and Galarian Zapdos into just about anything to counter fighting weak decks, and then Galarian Moltres can be used to counter dark weak decks. So I love what's possible. Will Articuno see play? Yes, Articuno will see play Articuno will see play with things like Mad Party. It'll see play with decks that want to discard cards. Are you hyping Leafeon, or is this deck being played a lot in Japan? These are all decks from Japan. Leafeon is seeing a lot of play in Japan, but kind of like the same way when new cards come out here. You know, everybody tries the cards that they think are cool. Did I see the last Japanese tournament? I did not see results from it. I saw some of the stuff on YouTube, but was it a full-fledged tournament, or was it one of those, like, they invited special people to it to play games? I haven't looked too far into it yet. Or seen... Okay, it was one of the invited things, and those results... If it was one of the official ones, then those results will go up on, like, PokemonCard.com, the Japanese site. What are your thoughts on Vaporeon V-Max? I think Vaporeon V-Max is as good as its partners. That's the bottom line. So if there are really great water Pokemon to cheat into play and attach energy to, then Vaporeon V-Max will be good. But that Pokemon that you're cheating into play and attaching 3 energies to has to be worth putting your V-Max active, attaching to it, and attacking for no damage. That has to be... the Pokemon that you're putting into play has to be worth doing all that, so that's the problem. It does have potential if there's ever something that's that good that it can cheat into play and get 3 energy onto. But we have to wait for that day to come. So I think we've seen something like this before. Leafeon Vmax with the Inteleon line. Of course, we talk about this every day that we look at new Japanese lists. The Drizzle line is so good, especially in Japan, because they don't have Jirachi Stellar Wish in their format. They also don't have Absol from Team Up in their format, Cool Knight. What happens with the Leafeon Tool card and Galar Mine? So the Leafeon Tool card prevents weakness, or it makes it so Leafeon does not have weakness. Then they play Tool Jammer so that the opponent's air balloons don't work. So if you negate air balloon, then your Galar Mine has its full effect. So Leafeon does 60 damage for each energy cost they have. And Galar Mine adds 2 retreat costs. So if they already had 2, then Leafeon's doing 240. A Rapid Fan. I always call this Rapid Fan. What's it called? Fan of Waves. This is good because of things like hiding dark energy that gives them free retreat. Does this give them... Wait, no. I thought the tool gave it no weakness. Yeah, the tool gives it no weakness. So this tool gives Leafeon and Glaceon no weakness. The free retreat and no weakness. Wow, free retreat and no weakness. That's great. That's actually great. That is much better than I realized. Because now you get free retreat and your own Galar Mine doesn't affect you. How good do you think Jolteon VMAX is? We're gonna look at Jolteon today. I skimmed ahead a little bit before the stream. There's Jolteon VMAX decks in here. I don't think it's anything to be like, you know, screaming about. It's not like insanely good, but I think it has potential. You know, all this, the thing that's going to be nice about post-rotation that I've been talking about a lot on here is that I think there are going to be many VMAXs that if you really want to, you can make them function at a somewhat competitive level. They might not all be able to like win tournaments, but I think they're all going to be able to function somewhat. and in different ways. Like you're seeing this Leafeon V-Max be built multiple ways. A lot of Ice Rider Calyrex and Shadow Rider Calyrex variants are possible. So although post rotation is going to be very, very VMAX heavy, I think there's going to be a lot of cards that you can play. Now, something to remember is every game, every sport, everything has a meta to it. There's like a few best ways to do things. And then if something switches up, then there's a few other best ways to do things. So most of the time there's going to be decks that are just inherently the best, but those underdog decks that are not inherently the best have advantages to being played. Like they're not being countered as much, they aren't practiced against as much. So I think there will be a good bit to choose from in the post rotation. Not to say every VMAX is going to be incredible, because that's just not how it can be, but I do think there's going to be a good bit to choose from. So I like this deck. I also didn't realize how good the leafeon Glaceon tool was. I thought it just got rid of weakness, so I think it's really great that it gets rid of resistance as well. I love Leafeon V's ability that allows you to accelerate an energy turn 1. So yeah, that deck looks pretty cool. Here we have Celebi Leafeon V-Max. Now, this one I actually looked at. I think I might have looked at this last night or this morning. I can't remember which one it was. I thought about recording a video going over results, but instead I decided to wait for the stream. But this just doesn't look good. Like, Celebi V-Max is just bad, I'm pretty sure. But let me confirm that. Wait, did we get Celebi V-Max already? Is he Chilling Rain? I know we got Celebi V. But did we get the Vmax? Yeah, we did get the Vmax. Well, that doesn't help me. I want the translation. Where is Celebi? Oh, there it is. So once a turn, you heal 20 damage from each of your grass Pokemon, and its attack does 130. Okay, so they play a 4-4 line of Celebi VMAX and one Leafeon, one Buzzmosa. And are those Flapples or Appletons, chat? Okay. So they have the Flapples that do extra damage, or like they drop 20 on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So Celebi V, let's say that in a world where you set up 4 Celebi VMAX, and every turn you heal 20 damage, is it? From your grass Pokemon? Is it 20 or 30? I'm just gonna double check here. Wrong one. Here we go. 20 damage in a world where you heal 20 damage from your grass Pokemon each turn. So you can heal 80 from your Celebi if you set up 4 Celebi VMAXs. Let's say your opponent's hitting for 240, and Celebi has 310, so that's 70 HP left. You heal 80, that's 150 HP left, and then you Malolana. Okay, so if you set up all... Wait, if you set up 3 plus Malolana, 180, 70, 250. If you get hit for 240, and then you use 3 Celebi VMAX abilities, and you Malolana, your Celebi then wouldn't get knocked out next turn by something doing 240 again. So this is bad. This deck's bad. Oh, Victini's definitely incredible post-rotation. Yeah, that's bad. Decidui Aggrowl. That's the whole thing. With 2 telescopic sights. And Path to the Peak. Yeah, we don't need Aggrowl Decidui. Let's go to the next one. Vaporeon V-Max. Vaporeon V-Max will never not be a meme deck, chat. Someone prove me wrong, but you're not going to. Because it discards the top 6 cards of your deck and you do 1 billion damage if you discard 1 billion energy or something. So we're just gonna go past that one. Yeah, Vaporeon V-Max, that card is doomed. This one's blurry. But Inteleon with both V-Maxes, the original V-Max and the Rapid Strike Inteleon V-Max, which you discarded water energy to do 2 damage to 2 things. And they're playing a 4-4-4 Inteleon line with a 2-2 split at the stage 2. I love Inteleon. Every Inteleon card has been great balanced tactical cards, so you know, I'm excited for this. I'm really excited. We've talked about this a lot though already on the channel. 4 Melanie is cool. No, they're playing Melanies to accelerate energy. They're actually playing 12 Inteleons. 4 Vs, 4 V-Maxes, and 4 regular Inteleons. I'll take a dozen Inteleon, please. Now this is just focusing on the Rapid Strike Inteleon with Rapid Strike Octillery. And the Basculin is very good that cleans up with a Rapid Strike energy. When they put those gym packs, yeah, so these are all people that like topped or won. Ho-Ho News posts deck lists that either top cut or won like league challenge or like local night style events. So the RS Sobble, its first attack is for a colorless energy. You search out 3 Rapid Strike Pokemon and put them on your bench. So it's actually incredible. So you can just search out 3 more Sobbles, or even the Rapid Strike Inteleon V. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good because you can get Inteleon V, another Sobble, and a Remoraid. We are on PTCG radio territory, but with the caveat that, you know, we look at the decks and then say, well, this deck probably didn't beat anything good, and we go on to the next one like this that actually looks good. And sometimes you could see how many people played. Sometimes they'll say it in the tweet. But this one doesn't say it. And here we have Ice Rider Calyrex with, again, the Inteleon line. The Inteleon line is just so good because it offers so much. The Drizzles search the trainer on Evolve, and then the Inteleon searches 2 trainers, and then the Rapid Strike Inteleon adds damage. Yeah, so I really like the Frostlass too. When you evolve the Frostlass, you attach a water energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon. And it doesn't have to be a water Pokemon, so this could work with other things in the future. Yeah, the Gold Inteleon, I forget when it came out in Japan, but I guess we didn't get it in Chilling Reign. Doesn't play bench barrier. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, Gold Inteleon is sick. Hey, Remy, what's up? Or Rem HS. Yeah, I wonder why. I'm seeing not a lot of Mew bench barrier. What's next to Evo Incense? Level ball. Yep. These are quick balls, these are level balls, Evo Incense, Pokecom. Oh, the other side of my camera's blocking it, I'm sorry. That's Pokecom. Oh, I didn't even realize that. I guess this image is bigger than the last one was. I think so. I'd be surprised if we don't get a form of bench barrier before this year is over, even if it's just in Japan and then we get it early next year in America. Yeah, 2 buckets behind the 2 air balloons. So here's the thing. If we, let's say we kept bench barrier, I think we would be going into such a great format because we're going into a very good transitional period of we have to use Vmax cards as our attackers in most of the time, but we can use all of these great non-rule box support Pokemon. But those non-rule box support Pokemon might diminish if there's not a bench barrier, which is why on Twitter, if you guys don't follow me, !Twitter, I just made 2 custom cards and shared them that for bench barriers that I would like to see in the future. I'll go bring them up real quick. So I just made these real quick. I made a Rapid Strike Mr. Mime that would read, if your opponent's single strike Pokemon would knock out one of your Pokemon that did not already have damage counters on it, that Pokemon is not knocked out, and put damage counters on it until it has 10 HP. So this would essentially give you focus sashes against single strike Pokemon. And then this one is a single strike that would say your benched Pokemon, excluding Rule Box, cannot be damaged by attacks from your opponent's Rapid Strike Pokemon. So I would like to see something like this. So you can still damage Rule Box Pokemon on the bench, and non-Rapid Strike Pokemon with good bench damage can still be good. Because the thing is, Rapid Strike Pokemon have really buffed up bench damage. And then other Pokemon, there are some Pokemon with decent bench damage, but not necessarily to the point where, oh my god, we need bench barriers for them. Like Galarian Darmanitan and Inteleon Vmax and Blastoise Vmax. Jolteon Vmax that's coming out soon. Like, I don't think we necessarily need bench barriers to deal with those, but when we have Zeraora V and Rapid Strike Urshifu Vmax and the Passimian to buff them, I think those are things that people should be able to tech against if they so choose to. No, single don't have bench attacks. If I said single, I meant rapid. I made one on the flip side for rapid that would stop singles from getting one-hit knockouts. Anyway, back to those are on my Twitter if you didn't read them and you wanted to see them. Back to Ho-Ho News. I need to turn up my noise gate on my microphone real quick. That should be better. Have there been decks playing Blaziken Vmax? I think we're gonna brew a little bit of Blaziken Vmax tonight. I haven't seen any on Ho-Ho tonight. No. So we haven't talked about any yet. But Andrew Mahone played a Blaziken VMAX Zeraora list that looked like a good place to start, and he put that on his Twitter. So here we have more Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX with Inteleon, looking pretty similar. It doesn't have the Frostlass. It has the Articuno that stops your water Pokemon from getting bosses ordered, and then it has the Leafeon that lets you look at the top 6 cards and get a Pokemon out of it, which I think this is a great card to have in Inteleon engines. Here we have some Jolteon VMAX with a Roxy Weezing engine. So we're only gonna, if we get to play this at all, it'll be for like a few weeks. And oh my gosh, did we not get a Roxy full art? This is the first time I'm seeing Roxy full art. Did we never get that? That's beautiful. You know what? I'll allow them to reprint Roxy and Roxy Weezing and just give us the full art. I wouldn't mind having Roxy in format. But anyway, Jolteon VMAX Roxy Weezing looks dope. The tool card that attaches to Jolteon makes Jolteon VMAX's attacks cost 1 colorless less. And Jolteon's attack does 100, and then 100 to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon that already have damage on it. So it can do that for just 1 energy. Now, this list does look like it's missing Cheryl. I know it's not. There's the Cheryl right there. Yeah, so this looks cool. And has the Pincurchin that does bench damage. I believe the Pincurchin does 20 to all Roblox Pokemon for 1 lightning. But someone's gonna have to help me out with that. That's a card that's already out, I believe. I forget exactly how much it does, though. $10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. I thought it was more to rule boxes, but I am wrong. 10 to everything. But if you have telescopic sight, you know. Does this have telescopic sight? It does not. Probably because you always want the Eevee energy gain on Eevee. But yeah, Roxy to spread damage, and you just attack with Jolteon over and over. You have Path to the Peak, because the only Roblox with abilities you have is Crobat V. This seems fun. It's probably not insanely good, but it seems very fun. Yeah, and they don't have any information about how many people were in the tournament or anything. But like I said, these things that they post are typically like people that won or did well at like locals and league challenge level events and stuff. But they also post when big tournaments are happening. There's just not a lot of big tournaments happening. Now, something I thought about yesterday, and then I immediately saw, I think, a YouTube video with somebody playing it, was a Rapid Strike box, but that plays Ditto V. So, like, 2-2 Urshifu, 1-1 Sylveon, 2-2 Blaziken, and a Zeraora, but you also play a Ditto V. So you can, like, dump your Vs early and then reuse them later if you need to. Oh, this does play Ditto V, does it? Yeah, I think that's Ditto V behind the Guru. Well, what do you know? Exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, I like this. And it also plays 3 triple acceleration energies because Sylveon V-Max makes use of that. I do believe. Where is Sylveon? There we go. Did you want to keep hating it for being psychic type? I can't let you do that, I'm sorry. Yeah, Max Harmony can attack for a triple. I think the triple would actually work really well with Cheryl in the deck. Even though you have healing from the Sylveon, I think it would work so well with Cheryl in the deck, having triples. So you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can have 6. You can have 6 types on the board. So you could do 2-10 with this and just attack for a triple. B-Dove, if you have a link for it, you can drop it in the chat, and if you have like a picture or something, you can drop it in the Discord. I would just go in like the deck lists or the deck submission. Either one of those would be fine. I think this is a great baseline. Also, how bad would Cybold be in this? Cybold is the new, I believe it is the new, I probably didn't even put it in the good card pile, did I? Cybold is the new Rapid Strike supporter that heals 60 damage from 2 of your Rapid Strike Pokemon. Yeah, I didn't even put it in my good card pile. But it could heal 60 from 2 of your Rapid Strike Pokemon, and then you could use Cherish Touch to heal another 120 on Attach Energy. Like, there's just a lot of neat stuff you can do with Rapid Strike. This also only plays Special Energy, so that could be an issue at some point, but with things that counter Special Energy. But this deck list looks very nice. It's a nice baseline for building Rapid Strike box stuff. I'd probably, well, I think there's some cute things going on here that, while I think they'd be fun to try, I think are keeping it from being optimal. But I think this is a great baseline for it. What good single strike stuff? Is there good single strike stuff coming out? I think single strike will have its day. Don't get me wrong, but also, it's very nice that they balanced single strike with having consistency issues. Oh yeah, Gengar Vmax isn't this set. Gengar Vmax is... Yeah, Gengar Vmax isn't in Chilling Reign. Oh yeah, like after Chilling Reign, Gengar Vmax, Umbreon Vmax, those cards look nuts together. Like Umbreon Vmax in particular. Single strike gets really good when it gets Umbreon, because then you have yeah, I wasn't sure if Zares was asking about Chilling Reign or like the next set, but I think single strike gets very good with Umbreon, and then you use single strike Urshiv and probably not even the Vmax. Anyway, 4/4 Calyrex line with Gengar Mimikyu and Rainbow Trevenant Dusknoir. I feel like I see a different I see a new Trevenant Dusknoir art that I didn't know about every time we go on Ho-Ho News chat. And then double Marshadow and Cresselia. B-Dove, how do you feel about trying out... so B-Dove shared with me a Vikavolt V deck list with some new cards in it, like Path to the Peak. How do you feel about adding like the Inteleon lineup into that? Because the Rapid Strike Inteleon Stage 2 fixes your damage output a little bit because you get to drop an extra 20, while the Drizzles search out like Crushing Hammers or Cape of Toughness and Yell Grunts and things like that. That's something I'm looking forward to working with, is like Vikavolt and Inteleon. Probably will be too slow with tag teams around, but could be good after. No, I don't think Cresselia decks need more than one, because it's just like an option sometimes. Because if you don't get it turn 1, it's not that big of a deal, because then you just drop energy with Underworld Door next turn. Unless it's a greens deck, I don't think you need multiple Inteleon. Yeah, I like the concept, but I think Vikavolt V is just underwhelming. As we've seen, it's been like nearly unplayed recently. Yeah, nothing really to note about this. This just looks kind of basic. With the weakness guard energies though, that's the note there. Because a lot of people are attacking Galarian Moltres. Let's see, Shadow Rider calyrex Vmax with Banette? Yeah. That's the Banette that devolves your opponent's benched Pokemon, correct? And then Cresselia, Mew, Marshadow. Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't see what's happening here. Well, this one had 28 people in it, and it was a box tournament. That's what the tweet says. This was a box tournament with 28 people, and Shadow Rider Banette won. Was everyone else playing Celebi VMAX? I don't see it, chat. I don't see it. But good for them. Oh, it's happened. It's happened. Shut it down. We've got Crushing Hammer and a Shadow Rider Calyrex deck. Oh no. Yeah, I think this is a Calyrex pile. It's only a 3/3 Calyrex Vmax. Well, they had to cut something for the Crushing Hammers. This one can't be good. This one can't be good. No way. There's no Stadiums or Marshadow. No burger flipping way. Wait, where's the Marshadow? Oh, there it is, up there. Okay. Yeah, that can't be good. They probably hit every heads. Jolteon VMAX Dragapult with a Ditto V. That's what you want to see. This looks nice. All right, I'm interested. More hammers, but it's okay because it's in a Dragapult deck. They got a slow start. They got to slow it down, so that's okay. Hammers and Dragapult is acceptable, chat. Remember. I think this looks cool. They have Cheryl. I like Cheryl. They have Roar Energy for Galarian Zapdos. Polteon. Joltapult, bro. Joltapult. Who's gonna rock some Joltapults? Does the Ditto glue VMAX decks together? Not as much, but it's something. Nah, it's Joltipult. Oh, Moltres, and okay, this is nice. It counters Shadow. The new single strike Cinderace. It's surprisingly decent. It might be okay after rotation. A Wild Drummer. See, here's the thing. So every set comes out, and we think we've finally seen a decent stage 2, and then it's just not good enough to keep up with VMAXs. But I think the Cinderace could be good at some point. The Cinderace at least could be like a fun functioning deck. Oh wait, have we seen this list before, chat? I dig it. I just want to know. Yeah, no, I dig it. A Battle Styles Twitch ad? That's lit. There were 15 participants. Second place was Shadow Rider Calyrex. Mustard Cinderace. Yeah, so Mustard, remember guys, Mustard single strike is better. Can you move the energy off? It wouldn't matter. I thought that for a split second, but it wouldn't matter because Dragapult needs 2 Psychic. Ice Rider, Cali, Inteleon, and ho-ho! Schmirgle Eldegoss. Does anyone know what the Schmirgle does? I know Eldegoss searches your deck for 2 basic energy. Totodile Gassy? Alright, I got you when we're done with Ho-Ho news. Oh, reveal energy in hand and it does X damage times the number of energy. Probably a meme deck. Inteleon, Dragapult, Galarian Zapdos, with Giant Bomba and XP share. Rapid Strike Malamar. This again. It's a meme deck, please. Please don't. More Malamar. More Malamar. The new Kecleon. The new Kecleon could one day have a home in Rapid Strike decks. It depends if the typings you could tech in, like, is it worth it to do 90 damage times 2 to any of the types it could hit for weakness? Yo, T-Pat Peppers, thanks for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. You are emo. We found each other. We're the opposites. Chat vanishes on white web pages. Yeah, I should do something about that. Ichigeki Julius. So single strike VMAX with Gengar VMAX and Houndoom. Okay, so my opinion on this is it's just bad. You just cut the second V and both of the VMAXs, and you work in, and you cut a boss's orders for 2/2 Umbreon. And then you probably fit in some of the adventure card. Basically, yeah, you just play the Umbreon Gengar deck. I don't think there's a reason to play single strike Urshifu VMAX. This is another one of the decks that are pretty popular in Japan. No, they're new. We don't have them here yet. We're probably going to get them in the trainer toolkit, if I had to guess, or the battle stadium box thing. So, yeah, this Urshifu deck, the one with Rapid Strike Inteleon Vmax, and then there's also the Urshifu deck with Rapid Strike Inteleon Stage 2. Yeah, Hollow Incense also came in the high class decks, and then Adventure, we're also probably getting in Evolving Skies. Adventure searches your deck for 3V Pokemon, and that includes VMAXs. So I think Adventure is decent. Like, maybe better than decent. I think it's just good. The one behind Cheryl is Clara, I believe. Clara. Shadow Rider is going to be good, yeah, for sure. So Eternus will play more, sure. So tech Avery into the deck. I think so. Galarian Zapdos is a great Eternatus tech, but if your deck absolutely can't tech Galarian Zapdos and Aurora Energy, but it could tech Avery, then Avery is a decent include potentially. The problem is if you need to use it as your draw support against other decks, then you just let your opponent remove liabilities. No, we don't have a giveaway going on right now. I'll do a giveaway Chilling Rain release weekend though, Primal Clash. I typically give away like 100 codes or something when it comes out on ptcgo. As long as I'm able to. If I can get the codes, I'll give them away. With battle styles, I don't think I did, though. Did I do a battle? I did Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage giveaways, but I feel like I wasn't able to get enough codes for battle styles. Blastoise VMAX? I'd like to see Blastoise VMAX have potential. Just more Shadow Rider, Calyrex, nothing crazy. Oh, no, it does have Path to the Peak, and we like to see Path to the Peak with Marnie plus Trevdor plus makes it Zorogarb. Basic fighting energy for Galarian Zapdos. Is that really better than Green Forest? I don't think I like that list. Yeah, like I said, this one's popular, so I expect to see this one a lot. Yep, there's more. The Rapid Strike Urshi with Stage 2 Inteleon. And whatever that is. Okay, moving on. Yo, what's up, Sonny? I hope your stream went well, man. More Rapid Strike Inteleon. Here we go. This is the stuff. This is where Single Strike gets to shine. Umbreon, Gengar with the one Urshi. Yeah, basically this is what that other deck should have been that we were looking at earlier. Very good. This will be the default Single Strike deck for sure. Also, chat, quick note. We're not doing channel rewards for the retro deck profile tonight, so if anybody redeems that, I'll just return it because my setup's still back there from the earlier stream, so I don't have that camera ready to go. One Urshi to hit things for fighting weakness, it's just good. Yo, Cordy redeemed MVP, VIP, not MVP. My brain hurt there for a second. Oh, Sonny, you're able to refund things? I didn't realize mods can do that. Yeah, this deck, I've talked about this before, but this deck really utilizes adventure really well, but I think you need more than one adventure. Like, drop Piers, what is that doing in here? Play more adventure. You get your Gengar V-Max, boom, your Umbreon V-Max, Wasau, your Crobat V, Shazam. Yeah, I'm not, I do need teachings about the technicalities of Twitch. I am the Boomer. That's why we have Boomer Alert as a channel award. Yeah, this is how you do it. These people know what's up. The one Urshi, the... Yeah. So that's gonna be the bread and butter Umbreon. Umbreon Gengar. So much Umbreon Gengar. It must be a good deck. Would you look at that? Huh. Even more Umbreon Gengar. More Umbreon Gengar, this time with the Stone Journer single strike. Umbreon and Gengar are very cool Pokemon, so I'm fine with them being good. Yeah, I know what mod view is. I know that. Yo, what's up, Sleepy? My man. Yeah, these are good deck recipes. The Double Adventure, Eternatus. This is a Ho-Ho News. So first you go to Ho-Ho News, Ho-Ho-News. And then when you click on the images, it just links you to the Twitter. So I think Eternatus can probably survive for a little bit, right? I don't know if it's going to be better than Gengar, though. Or Eternatus, Umbreon. Eternatus, Umbreon. Eternatus, Umbreon. Eternatus, Umbreon. Eternatus, Umbreon. What's this? Oh, this is just straight Umbreon. I like that. With Karen's Conviction. One Urshi V. No Gengar and no Eternatus. Just straight Umbreon. This should probably play a Target Whistle in it. I know it's not called Target Whistle, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Whatever the new card's called. Hang on, I can find it. I've got it under control. I definitely put that one in my good card pile. 100%. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm going to find the card on my own. Echoing Horn. There we go. Yeah, this could use an Echoing Horn if that card between Air Balloon and Rope is not already Echoing Horn. Metagross V-Max. It's happening. Chat. You know what this Weavile does? It says if one of your Rapid Strike Pokemon would damage the opponent next turn, the opposing defending Pokemon next turn, knock it out. So I would venture to ask, how in great googly moogly does that pair with Metagross? Yeah, Metagross VMAX is Rapid Strike. Yeah, it really does look like they paired their two favorite Pokemon and made it a Greens deck. Yeah, switching to the bench stops it. It could be that they like try to run them out of resources because the basic Weavile can discard energy. And then they just use the Weavile attack and hit with Metagross. And then use the Weavile attack and hit with Metagross. There were 11 people here in this tournament. You know the deal. We don't look at ADPZ decks anymore. Oh god, I saw ADPZ Eternatus. That wasn't meant for human eyes. Tate sent me the ADP Eternatus deck yesterday, and I told him I'm blocking him on Facebook if he ever sends it to me again. Tornadus, Umbreon. This seems fine because Tornadus resists fighting and Umbreon's weak to fighting, so I like this little single strike toolbox. You want to see it? Okay, I'll look at it for you guys. Just know this is against my morals. Umbreon's weak to grass. I say this every night. Every stream somebody has to tell me that Umbreon's weak to grass. Then why do you have Tornadus in there? Everything just went out the window. Just take this one in, chat. This is ADP Eternatus. I made a mistake saying the Z. There's no Z. It's just ADP Eternatus. This one won a 16-person tournament. Yeah, you sack the ADP and then go Etern. But, chat, I have a question for you. What happens if they boss up something else and they don't kill the ADP? What happens then? Oh, and they only played 2 bosses' orders. They played 2 bosses' orders, so you can't even just go boss ultimate ray like reliably. Oh, it plays Umbreon V-Max. Okay. So I guess you just play the ultimate ray game. Yeah, well, if Tate ever sends me that again, I'm blocking him, so that's on the table. Grenades VMAX looks fine. Probably not good, but it looks fine. ADP is not banned and expanded, no. But Pokemon Ranger isn't expanded, so it's not as much of a threat in expanded. Yeah, Tornadus single strike looks fine. Oh, Blissey V with Bronzong. Jake the Gearheart was talking about making this the other night. This looks dope. I dig it. The picture's bright as all heck, but I dig it. They, you know what? Something I respect about Blissey is they really overtuned Blissey because they knew that it wasn't good enough. Oh God, expanded Zoroark Raticate. Okay, we're not looking at expanded stuff. Come on, Google, where's my translation? There we go. Did we already look at this? I don't think so. No, we didn't, because there's Blaziken Vmax. We did not look at Blaziken today. Leafeon and Inteleon, we've looked at plenty of that tonight. We've seen plenty of Leafeon. Plenty of Leafeon. Corviknight Vmax with the... Is that a rock? Is that a rock next to Corviknight Vmax? Yeah, there's nothing special about this list anyway. What the heck? More Leafeon and Inteleon. More Urshifu and Inteleon. The idea with Bronzong, that, and after you accelerate the energy to Blissey, you can then move it to other Pokemon to attack. Ooh. 4-1 Urshifu Vmax. I respect that, because Urshifu V Single Strike is actually decent. I respect that. And I also think it's cool that the V can be played without the Vmax. You guys know I love that stuff. Basculin is decent in Rapid Strike decks. Yeah, absolutely. 100% Basculin is decent in Rapid Strike decks. I also don't remember if Basculin is out yet or not. No, Basculin's was in the high class deck. It's not out yet. Yeah, this looks neat. This is just Rillaboom Delmise VMAX. We don't need to look at that. That's Vaporeon VMAX and, you know, meme. Vaporeon VMAX is meme. Oh, we have the fire chicken. We have our... And it has Cheryl. Gassy, hold on to your seat. We're going into fire chicken with Cheryl here. Fire chicken Cheryl. This is it. This is the peak of mankind right here. No, there's two Cheryls. There's a Cheryl behind the Cheryl, Gassy. No, I don't think we've seen this one. I love it. Because I was saying that you need a... Yeah, they're hollow. It's from the high class decks. Everything in the high class decks in Japan are hollow. This is very dope. I love this. It needs either a Rapid Strike Phalanx or some sort of Rapid Strike Urshifu going on, though. Just to cover fighting type, because why not when you're playing Rapid Strike? But other than that, this is very, very dope. Yeah, I know. You want just a... You just want a 4-4 chicken... hardcore Cheryl deck. Zerakin. The problem is Inteleon will be good, but will it stay good when Bench Barrier rotates? This is very dope content right here. I love that. Santa Scrotch VMAX. It's been a long time, buddy. The last time I saw you, I was losing to Tool Drop in the regional phase of Players Cup. No, it doesn't have Bench Barrier. I don't know why they're not playing Bench Barrier in a lot of these decks. No, we don't have to look at this. More Blacephalon Eldegoss. Eldegoss is just Professor's Letter on a Pokemon. Once a turn, search your deck for 2 basic energy. Glaceon Vmax and Inteleon Vmax. Now, chat, I'm seeing a shocking, I mean, maybe the card's just bad and I have blind hope for it, but I'm seeing a shocking amount of Rugged Helmet. This card right here. That one. I'm seeing no Rugged Helmet and I really want to play that card. But yeah, it's probably just bad. This deck looks awesome. No, this has Rebel Clash and Inteleon in it. So we looked at another one that had a 2-2 split as well. This is 1 Rebel Clash and Inteleon, 3 Rapid Strike. $13 water energy? Yeah, because of the ability. So you could just like wall with Glaceon Vmax against other Vmaxes and then use the ability 3 times a turn. And it's playing Frostmoth. You guys know I like the Inteleon decks that lean towards control more than the ones that lean towards like energy acceleration. I'd rather play Melanies and Rugged Helmets and Crushing Hammers and Yell Grunts than play Frostmoth, personally, but that's not to say it's the better way to do it. I just think Inteleon has too much control potential that people don't experiment with. More dozen Inteleon deck. We stand decks with Cheryl in them. And the worst photo of a Shadow Rider deck we've ever seen. We don't need to see that. Believe that 2022 Worlds will be a great format. Hey, I would love to play Crushing Hammer in decks where it fits. Crushing Hammer has always belonged in control decks. When it comes to intelligent people, though, playing Crushing Hammer and ADPZ, it must mean that that's good to do, and that's just sad. Is there anything that helps make Colossal viable? No, I think Colossal just had its shot, and now it's just going to be overrun by other fighting decks like Urshifu's. What does the fish do? Or if we're talking about Basculin, it does... Oh, this one. For water colorless, it does 30 plus 10 for each damage counter already on the defending Pokemon. So if you hit them for 160, then Basculin hits them for 190 if they don't heal. So Basculin is a great cleanup attacker because it attacks for a single Rapid Strike energy. This deck is playing 3 Cheryl. That's exciting. Oh, this one's playing Bench Barrier Mew. Maybe there's just not enough Rapid Strike Urshifu going on to play Bench Barrier Mew. Maybe there's other stuff, like the Inteleons get around the Bench Barrier Mew, so maybe there's just not a reason. So maybe it's not as big of a problem as I think that there won't be Bench Barrier. Like, maybe you're just always going after rule boxes with the damage anyway. Nothing too wild here. Those are level balls. And nothing new here. More Inteleon. Oh wait, you're talking about the coin flipping Colossal? No, that's never going to be good. But again, I say this all the time, but right now I have 100 viewers, so I want to make this clear to everyone in the chat. Play decks that you're having fun with. Pokemon's about having fun. But when we're talking about competitive and, you know, trying to win tournaments and, you know, win in general, we have to look at things objectively, and is it going to be good or not? Does it have a shot? In what scenarios will it be good? But if you just want to have fun, by all means, play whatever the heck you want. I mean, you guys watched me on YouTube play that Orbeetle deck from Reddit that put me through the ringer. Because I was having fun with it, you know? But I wouldn't take that to a tournament. They're not playing Avery because Avery is bad against everybody that's not Eternatus, because you allow them to rid their bench of Crobats and Dedenes and Eldegoss that they don't want there. Ho-Ho news. I don't think I have a command for it, but I'll make one. Here. Is this how I do it? Okay, yeah. Type exclamation ho-ho. H-O-H-O. There you go. That is the site. Did we just look at these already? I didn't spell it right because, Scott, because if I tell people to type exclamation ho ho, nobody is going to spell it right. So I just saved myself that trouble. Crobat V-Max, Eternatus, 4 Peers. This looks like having fun with dark Pokemon deck, but not good. Hey, T-Lackey here just in time to see Piers. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. Were you here for ADP Eternatus, though, Tristan? Because that was a hootenanny. Ice Rider, Calyrex, VMAX, Inteleon, Frostmoth. Again, nothing we haven't seen yet. We're seeing a lot of duplicate decks. More Ice Rider, Calyrex, VMAX, Inteleon, Path to the Peak, Melanie, Ice Rider, VMAX, Inteleon, Path to the Peak, Melanie, Ice Rider, okay, we get the idea. Ice Rider, Calyrex. Oh, Jolteon. Jolteon with Rapid Strike and Inteleon. Very nice. There's 2 Adventurers, which is a supporter that searches for 3V Pokemon. Melanie. No worries, Koala. Hey, Vikavolt here. 1 Training Court and 2 Viridian Forest. I feel like at this point we've been looking at Ho-Ho news decks on stream for like two weeks at this point, and I feel like I've learned another language, like depicting what cards are behind this corner of a card in these lists. Why is Ice Rider good? 250 for 2 energy is like, I think 240 for 2 energy is like the benchmark to hit. You knock out all basic Vs. You two-shot. They don't have Coco in Japan, Charizard. Japan and Taiwan do not have Cocos. So actually, so over there, in Taiwan and Japan, Inteleon Vmax from Rebel Clash has actually been performing well for quite a while. Where we have Pikarom, so it doesn't. But Pikarom isn't as good over there without Tapu Koko. Yeah, so Japan gets most of their sets in 2 sets. Like, they have Single Strike and Rapid Strike. We have Battle Styles that are both of them together. So for the Team Up set, imagine they have Team and they have Up. And we got Team Up, which is one big set. So they lost, like, the Up half, but they still have the Team. Yeah? You're following? This deck looks awesome. They did rotate later. They rotated in January or February, whereas we rotated in September or August. Oh, this doesn't have the VMAX though. This is just Jolteon with the Inteleon line. Okay, if this is not playing Cheryl, that can't be right. Why in goodness gracious not play Cheryl in this deck? You have you have the Drizzles to search it out. Like, holy moly. This deck, like, can't exist without Cheryl. What is that? Okay, this one has 2 Cheryls. This person hasn't lost their burger flipping mind yet. I mean, Jirachi Engine has already started to die down, right? Like, the Chinchino in the Urshifu deck. It just plays the one Jirachi. If anything, I would consider Chinchino for Ice Rider calyrex Vmax, which Jesse Parker posted a list on Twitter using Chinchino. This one looks great. There's probably not many things I would change for this one. It's got Bench Barrier. It has Path to the Peak. It has Cheryl. Yeah, this one looks amazing, actually. The problem is, Jolteon Vmax just gets clobbered to the moon if the opponent has a Bench Barrier Mew and you can't remove it fast enough. Most Vmax decks can use an Inteleon engine if they want to, Cool Knight. Shining Fate Celebi, that could be decent. It depends on if you need it or not. When I was watching Mahone play his Shadow Rider lists, it looked like he was just drawing into enough energy. Okay, this deck needs Ditto V. Somebody get this person a Ditto V stat. We're losing them. This is what I was talking about. This is the juice. Oh, Ditto can hold the special energies. Why is the Octillery? You know what? You ask some pretty good questions, Tristan. Has anyone ever told you that? You ask some pretty good questions. Why is the Octillery in the second row? Anywho, three of the heart-shaped tool things that go on Sylveon. That makes it worth 2 prizes instead of 3, correct? Probably called like Heart Charm or something. Ribbon Badge. Yeah, so the opponent only takes 2 prize cards for knocking out either Sylveon V or 1 for knocking out Sylveon V, 2 for knocking out Sylveon Vmax. How good is that though? Is it good? Yeah, I suppose so. That's called Adventurer, Tristan. That's a supporter card that searches for any 3 V Pokemon. That's V or Vmax. And then the 4 energy next to Rapid Strike are Rainbow Rapid Strike energies. It doesn't exist yet. We should be getting it in the next set that comes right before rotation. You can also triple acceleration to a Ditto Vmax. That's true. If you really want to use a deck space for that. But when you're running 1-1 Blaziken and 1-1 Urshifu, that doesn't feel very good. Everything else about this is hot. I like it. I like it, chat. These are the kind of decks that I'm here for. Even though they're VMAXs, they're cool. Don't get me wrong. Don't listen. I still 3 prize Pokemon keeps me awake at night, okay? But these decks are pretty cool. Okay, this one's just a little bit built differently. It doesn't have the Urshifu, so it has a thicker line of all the other stuff. So this is cool. Yes, there are SP-esque vibes going on with RS. Like, if the VMAXs were just, like, lower HP and worth 2 prizes, like, we'd be chilling. This would be insane. Like, so good. But it's still, like, not bad. It's not bad at all. If you ever see me talking about how 3 prizers are saving the Pokemon TCG, either unsubscribe or call the cops, because I'm either being paid off or held hostage, okay? Yeah, I'm talking about Spiral Energy. Yeah, if I'm talking about the days when I missed 3 prizers, that's probably that's because we got 4 prizers now. This is basically the same deck as the last one, just built a little differently. More Sylveon with a 1-1 Blaziken. Okay. 2 Cheryl. Again, same thing, a little different. Sylveon, Blaziken, Zeraora. Very nice. Very cool. This is kind of like the deck that Mahone built and played on stream, except add in the Sylveon stuff. Oh, this is about to be spicy, chat. This one's about to be a heater. Sylveon, Rapid Strike, Urshifu, Galarian, Moltres. Oh my god, this looks good. With energy switches. Oh man. This looks so good. Look at all those colors of energy. Yeah, exactly, Tristan. Does Energy Switch survive rotation? Is there a new one? Sweet. No. Okay, now this is a little silly. This one's a little silly, guys. Shadow Rider Calyrex V-Max with Rapid Strike Urshifu. Come on now. This one's silly, right? This kind of looks like Urshifu Psychic Mewtwo vibes a little bit. Interesting. We'll come back to that one maybe. Shadow Rider with a 1/1 Alchemy. If you're going Alchemy, I think you gotta go bigger. Oh yeah, there's the Ditto V, guys. This is the stuff we've been looking for. There's Ditto V with 3/2 Sylveon, 2/2 Alchemy, 1/1 Blaziken, and a Ditto V. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Got 2 of the Heart Guards that go on Sylveon. Okay, here's a better Shadow Rider cake deck. 2/2 Alchemy this time. That's a little better. I think Andrew Mahone's Shadow Rider cake deck looked very good, though. What's Sylveon do? You know what? That's a fair question. We've been talking about Sylveon a lot. Sylveon, the Psychic Energy, attach an energy from hand to one of your benched Pokemon and heal 120 from it. And then Max Harmony for 3 colorless, which can be a triple colorless pre-rotation. This attack does 30 more for each type of Pokemon on your bench. So if you have 5 Pokemon on your bench, that does 150 more, so a total of 220. Or even 190 if you have 4 types of Pokemon on your bench, and that 2-shots everything. Yo, what's up, Jake? Honestly, you missed a lot of really cool decks, but I'll definitely be putting this one on YouTube. Shout out to y'all watching on YouTube later. Because there's been a lot of neat deck lists in this one. Scott, I don't know how to react to that one. Some general Shadow Rider stuff here. Some more Shadow Rider stuff with Galarian Rapidash. Shadow Rider with Galarian Rapidash. Okay. More Shadow Rider, Mewtwo, Trevenant Dusknoir, Galarian Zapdos, Gengar Mimikyu, all that stuff.
Okay.
Rilla.
Yeah, Boomer. Whatever you say.
Oh yeah.
Yo, T-Lackey, with the 17 months of Prime. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate Tado. Inteleon Dragapult with Galarian Zapdos. Oh, Rugged Helmet! There we go! It's a banger! Rugged Helmet, Crushing Hammer, Path to the Peak, let's go. Oh my, wait, there's a lot of Gengars. That is, okay. Yo, Lego Maego, what's cracking, baby? Hope you're doing well. PTCGO, we'll probably run a few games after this. I have to draw a Totodile for Gassy after we're done looking at these Ho-Ho decks. There's just been so many decks on Ho-Ho News tonight to look at. We missed a day. So yeah, this Gengar, when it gets knocked out, does, you get to search for 2 cards. Any 2 cards when it gets knocked out. And then, Lego redeemed ASMR. Lego, we'll do ASMR while I'm drawing the Totodile. Okay, we're gonna wrap those 2 requests into one. So this Gengar, when it gets knocked out, you get to search your deck for any 2 cards. And chat, what does this Gengar do? You can move damage across all of your psychic Pokemon. Let's... Because it looked like there was another kind of Gengar behind it, so I wonder how many Gengars we have in Standard. Is this one there too? No, but this one looks different than this one. But it's definitely not that one, because that one's terrible. All art. Okay, as often as you like, you can move damage from your psychic Pokemon to your psychic Pokemon. And then the new Gengar just, the new Gengar is in Chilling Rain, right? Yeah, it definitely is in Chilling Rain. Gengar... This one. When it's knocked out by damage, search deck for any 2 cards. And for triple colorless, which they play 4 of in that deck, this attack does 40 more for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So seems pretty cool. Obviously, do I think this can be competitive? No, I don't. But do I think it looks pretty darn neat? Yes. No, it doesn't search for cards if you knock it out yourself. It has to be knocked out by the opponent. It looks neat. Now, it has some huge flaws. Let's see. Number 1, Stage 2 Pokemon. Number 2, Dragapult doesn't have any energy acceleration, and that's going to be your early game attacker. Number 3, you're playing 4 triple colorless energy, which can only be used on this Stage 2 Gengar. What does the Stadium do? When you bench a Pokemon that's not psychic, you put 2 damage counters on it, I believe. Yeah, it looks fun. It looks fun. Okay, yeah, it looks fun. Oh. Okay, someone asked earlier, I don't think Gardevoir V-Max is ever going to be good. With that being said, Gardevoir Tribal could be a good YouTube video. Gardevoir Tribal would not be the worst YouTube video I ever made. Probably just a fun deck. But, looks fun all the same. Single strike with Umbreon, we've seen enough of that. Single strike Vmax with Umbreon. Single strike Urshi with Umbreon. Urshi with Inteleon and Blaziken and Zero. Wait, what? There's a lot going on here. No, Baby Guardy can accelerate to anyone. Blaziken, Zero Aura. Okay, Rapid Strike box. Yeah, we're always down for some good old Rapid Strike box. I don't... Oh no, that's not Inteleon, it's Octillery. That's why I thought there was a lot. Okay, that's Octillery, not Inteleon. Urshifu, Rapid Strike, Inteleon V-Max. Yeah, guys, I'm just like kind of going through the ones that we've already looked at, but if you need the link, it's in the command in the chat. More Urshifu, Inteleon. You know, Count the Money. I thought that Empoleon was going to see more play, but I think it's just because 130 is just not enough damage. More Urshifu, Inteleon stage 2. Urshifu, Inteleon stage 2. Urshifu, Inteleon stage 2. Urshifu, Inteleon stage 2. Gengar, Vmax, Umbreon, Vmax. Gengar, Umbreon, and then not a full deck list. Lego, your chat, I'm using context clues. What you said in chat sounded like you used your Twitch Prime sub, but if you did, it didn't go through. Oh, okay. There we are.
Rilla.
Thank you so much, Lego, for the 7 months of Twitch Prime. I appreciate it, buddy. Some more Umbreon, Gengar. Leafeon, Vmax, and Inteleon. Again, we've seen all these decks tonight. Leon, though. Also with Leon. Well, that's a little pog. I got you, Metachamp. I'll get you with that in a little bit. Eternatus, Umbreon. Yeah, I don't want to look at all these deck lists that we've already seen copies of tonight. But it does go to show that a lot of people are playing these decks. Eternatus, Umbreon. The Nighttime Stadium, if you put a psychic, if you put a non-psychic Pokemon on the bench, it gets 2 damage. Yeah, but nobody redeemed the Retro Deck Awards tonight, because the Retro Deck Profile channel reward, because my setup is over there from today's earlier IRL stream, so I don't have that camera tonight. When you attach to a psychic, non-psychic Pokemon, okay, you take 2 damage, got it. ADP with Eternatus, not Eternatus, God. Galarian Moltres and Galarian Zapdos, and yeah, ADP pile of cards deck. Where do you find the lists? Under deck recipes. Bronzong box. Okay, and that's all of the cards, all of the decks that we missed in the past 2 days on Ho-Ho News. After tonight, guys, I'm making the MVP reward cost more. Or the MVP, the VIP. That Archidalkia recipe looked quite strong. Yeah, but if you go in Ho-Ho News, just scroll down and you'll see, and I have Google Translate on all the time. Just scroll and look for the ones that say tournament winner deck recipe summary, and it has pictures of 3 cards on it. Those are the rundown lists that I look at.